these scenarios in Kovacs. You should be able to find similar scenarios in Aim Labs if that's your preferred aim trainer, but I'm going to use Kovacs because this is what I prefer. So we're only going to be playing 4 scenarios, and I'm going to walk you through each one, okay? I recommend you play roughly 3 minutes per scenario, only about 12 minutes in the aim trainer, and then we're going to play a lot of deathmatch, okay? Valorant is not a game of aim. It's a game of movement, game sense, crosshair placement, and then a little bit of aim thrown in. So our practice should reflect that. We're going to do a little bit of aim practice, and then a lot of movement, crosshair placement, and shooting with real guns.
Crouch.
So without further ado, let's go through the playlist. So the first scenario I'd like us to play is called 1 wall, 5 targets, pass-through. These targets are basically, they're going to be moving, and we want to be aiming for like 100% accuracy. Very carefully following them. If you miss, I'd suggest you go to the next target. So don't shoot more than 1 bullet at a target, okay? Alright, so after we play pass-through, there's 2 different scenarios that we can choose between. There's pressure aiming 10 targets and pressure aiming 7 targets. I'd recommend you try 7 targets first, because 10 targets can be rather overwhelming for most people. The way the scenario works is, as the targets spawn, they're going to grow, and you have to shoot them before they grow too big. So you have to keep track in your peripheral vision the order at which they're spawning in. I'm going to do 10 targets here because I'm rather familiar with the scenario, but most people should do the 7 target scenario. So staying focused on shooting the targets that are going to grow big sooner. You've got to keep track of them in your head, keeping a mental map. This will help train our target priority during chaotic gunfights. You should be able to do this without any exploding on you. So I recommend only moving on to the 10 targets version if you can successfully complete a full run on the 7 targets version without any dots exploding. Whew. That one always gets my heart rate up. Alright, that one should really get to you. The pressure on that one is really high, and it should help you practice aiming in intense scenarios. Make sure you try to keep your arm relaxed while you run the scenario, okay? It's very important. Alright, after we play that one, we're going to move on to 1 wall, 6 targets small. This is a static dots task, where the dots do not move, and we want to keep that energy and sense of urgency we felt during pressure aiming and pull it over into the static dots. You want to push yourself to try and aim for 85% accuracy. So if your accuracy is too high, it means you weren't pushing your speed enough. Alright, so you see I just finished my run. 87% accuracy, okay? You're not going to get many high scores when your accuracy is this low, but don't worry about that. Our goal is not to set a high score on the task, it's to improve the speed at which we can aim effectively in Valorant, okay? So any accuracy between, I'd say, 82 and 88% is really good. Okay, the final task is Valorant Small Flicks. This is a Kovacs task where it's very similar to 1 wall 6 targets, but all of the flicks will be horizontal, more akin to what you would be doing in Valorant. Decent crosshair placement and height. Alright, so my accuracy is a bit high there, so I should have pushed myself a little faster. Okay, that's the whole aim routine. We're going to play roughly 12 minutes of this. So I would say 3 runs of passive, 2 runs of the pressure aiming, it's a 2-minute task, and then 3 runs of these final 2
One
tasks,
enemy
okay?
remaining.
All 3 were
Close
in
out
window.
Kovacs, and we're going to boot up into Valorant. Alright, so now we're in deathmatch, and we want to play
I've got your trail.
very dialed and focus on clearing every angle with our sound off. This is different than if we were trying to warm up. If we were trying to warm up, we should be playing deathmatch with maybe our favorite music playlist playing in the background, sound on, and just getting our hands warm. When we're playing to practice, we really should be focusing on just our aim. We don't want the sound cues in deathmatch to give us any advantage, when in a ranked game, we're rarely going to have those sound cues.
The enemy Fade thinks we're afraid.
So I'm aiming very quickly, staying dialed as much as possible. Trying to hit headshots, proper gunfight hygiene. It's important not to rush your shots. It may look like I'm aiming quite quickly, and I am, but that's because I'm an experienced player. I'm taking my time with these shots. It's just to your eyes, it may look like I'm rushing them. Okay? So you want to make sure you're aiming at your target that you're trying to kill, similar to how we were playing our Pasu task at the start of our session.
Here, like... They're going to A along all of them.
We're going to end our aim practice
One's in
routine
sewer.
by playing roughly 4 death matches. The entire practice routine should take a bit over half an hour, maybe 45 minutes or so.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
One of the most important things in Valorant is being constantly dialed during the round. This deathmatch will help us practice remaining focused throughout a long, extended period of time. We should remain ready for anybody who enters our screen. And there we go. I won my deathmatch, and I'd play 3 more if I were trying to do a proper practice routine. Keep in mind that a practice routine and a warm-up are different. You do not want to do something this intense before you queue ranked. This is the type of thing you want to do at like the end of your day or at the beginning of your day with a break before you queue rank. A warm-up would be more like queuing 1 or 2 death matches and listening to a music playlist that really gets you going, to get you ready to play rank. I hope this guide was helpful. Keep in mind that Valorant is a strategy.
Right at large.
I would call it an aim mini-game attached. You don't want to put too much effort
Last one in the garage.
affecting your aim and movement when you
1
should be
HP.
putting a lot of effort into improving your decision-making and strategy. Try to keep a healthy balance. Don't just dump 50 minutes per day into your mechanics and then queue ranked. Make sure you're putting in some time into learning, strategy, reviewing your VODs, and thinking about how utility usage can benefit you in your game. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody showing up to my YouTube channel. The growth recently has been fabulous. I'm looking forward to seeing you all on my stream.
Nice.
Funkar, you are like so close to being cracked as hell.
Here we go. Rally up.
This is literally your problem. I can freeze frame in these post plants, and I can guarantee you're gonna do something dumb as hell. Let's see.
Can you flash elbow? Can you flash elbow? Elbow.
You're so easy to predict. Man, I should be a coach. Look at that prediction. Dude, you just have to like commit to something that's high odds in the post plant instantly. You already know about many high odds plays. For some reason, you just like doubt yourself. Like I see you jumping up onto this box and holding CT, and I pog off my gourd. And then for no reason, you drop down. Or you look hookah and it's walled off. And it doesn't make sense to me.
There's
Right
2
here,
mid
we've got
window
full
and
site
Lena has
control.
an up.
We've got a man advantage. You have an operator, for God's sakes. Just go long. Check this flag real quick. They're not there. It's lit. Just post up on elbow and you win the round. Because you've got an op. And I think you know that this is good. For whatever reason, we're not making these decisions. And I think it's because this decision requires you to sort of gamble that they won't shift walk up long and kill you at this point. So we need to somehow develop a comfort to just not worry about this shit. Because this is so unlikely. It's not even funny. Okay, Funkar, you still in chat? Give me a play right now that is very likely to convert without caring about anything else. Because I think you've got this shit in your head. You just don't do it. You know, there's one U-Haul. You know, there's one Showers. Remote lamp. That would be perfect. I'd also be down if you don't want to backseat Brim. You can just pop knives. If you pop knives and take lamps, you're winning, statistically speaking. Because the knives right click is super strong in those close range fights. Does that make sense? So the Brim ult would be good. Jet knives would be good. Don't even worry about the fact that you might waste the jet knives or the Brim ult. Just do a strong thing that wins the round, and we'll worry about everything else later. Because I'm almost certain you're not going to pop knives and take U-Haul, and you're not going to call the Brim ult and take U-Haul. You're going to do something else.
I will rotate.
Nice. Good
See?
job.
You're afraid to do the right thing because it might not work. You're afraid to invest the Brim ult because they might have left A. You're afraid to pop knives because they might not give you value. I can predict you so well this game. I literally knew you were going to contest this suboptimally just in case they weren't here and you wouldn't waste Brim ult or waste knives.
Hello gamers, look at your reload, now look at mine.
Now back to your reload. Now back to mine. Sadly, it isn't mine. But if you stop autopiloting outdated strategies and start getting free VOD review coaching, it could look like it's mine. Look down. Back up. Where are you?
None
You're on
see.
mine. With the strats, your strats could be like. What's in your hand? Back at me. I have it. It's the Valorant gift card from Wuhu. For your successful follow-up board.
Three.
Look again. The
Three
gift
courtyard.
card is now an ego vandal. Anything is possible when you get your Valorant tips from a talking banana and not TikTok. I'm on a
One
gaming
enemy
chair.
remaining.
Good job.
Aphon car. Jet 5, Diamond 3. Wait, Aphon car totally has notes. Oh, you are so cooked. You struck out on this last time. I'd be surprised if you don't strike out today because you've only gained 1 rank. But we'll take a look. Oh, wait, you hit Ascendant. Bro's playing every agent now. I'm almost sure we're going to strike out. If I remember Aphon car correctly, if he actually met this criteria, I feel like he'd cook into at least high Ascendant.
I have a lot of A.
Knife deployed.
Oh, eh. None.
No one walks away.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Oh, 130. Whoever her name is.
So troll.
That's me.
No, dude, what is
Good
this
job.
brim smoke? People be like, this is everybody below like immortal. Every single one of you's guilty of this. They'll be like, Bahujan, the team didn't have smokes. I had to pick smokes. And then you throw shit like this. It'd be better if this team didn't have smokes. This, dude, this smoke is so bad. Everybody was like, oh, but that's not when I fill smokes. Yeah, it is. Maybe not this one, but you make smokes that look just this bad in other ways. I guarantee it. Smokes is a hard roll. You can't fill onto it. Oh my god. Oh my god, this smoke is bad. Anyways, I think we should be getting more aggro.
Two
on the
window,
angle we're
two
holding.
window.
There's a reason that the notes specifically say 2 to 3 seconds to unswing and relax. You have been unswung and relaxed for 12 seconds now. You have to re-aggress on occasion, and here it makes a lot of
Phoenix
sense.
pushed up window.
So you get a great entry frag. This is lit. You reset. Lit.
Spike planted.
We get
Player
sight.
standing.
Lit. And now hop up onto this tube to hold CT. Take some aggressive angle.
Can you break that? Can you break that? Watch on. We all try to.
Nice try.
Clean and resets. And now you re-aggress. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I would take that space back. I'm not gonna lie.
Is there ult?
He's U-Haul. He's U-Haul Aphon car.
Wall, Sage, wall.
Ooh, he's got discipline.
Follow me.
Stuck here, Sage, stuck here. I'll pick off
You're
your
Phoenix today.
Stay there.
Both, you're in fit, both way. Go ahead, 100.
In this cubby.
Oh, it's fine. You can peek off her on that angle too.
One enemy remaining.
Really? This is your reaction speed on this? One sec. We're frame counting you here, Aphon car, because this seems really slow to me. This is running at 60 FPS. 1, 2, 3, 4,
No,
5, 6,
yeah,
7,
you're
8,
pushed
9,
up.
10, 11,
Up,
12,
up.
13, 14, 15,
Spike
16,
down,
17,
back.
18, 19,
One
20, 21,
enemy
22, 23, 24, 25,
Last
26,
player
27,
standing.
28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38,
So
30.
bro just comes
It took
back from
37
DC
frames
and just becomes
before
a
your
demon.
gun barrel move right here. So this is your
Nigga,
first
just
human
walk
input.
into my head.
Doot, boop, 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 which is 600 milliseconds. The hell you doing? The hell you doing? What are we doing? You called, you'd swing off her, so that's what we should be focused on. You've had enough time to look at the mini map and notice, okay, we've got short control, we've got sight control.
One enemy remaining.
Watch again in real time and notice how slow this is.
One enemy.
It's like visible how slow it is. How do we train reaction time? If your reaction time is genuinely 600 milliseconds, then I'm sorry, but you're cooked. You're cooked. I guarantee you, you are not that slow. This is not a reaction time problem. A Fankar has faster reaction time than that. Instead, he's thinking about something he shouldn't be. We're either zoned out, we're thinking about sight, we're thinking about short, when we really should just be thinking about swinging off and hard each contact. That's what we called, and the position is rock solid. We got nothing to do with reaction speed. Average time 273 according to human benchmark. Yeah, that's the average time for like somebody who plays Valorant is probably under 250. And anything under 300 is fine. Like, you can't cope it if you're 280 or 210, it doesn't matter. But if you're 600, then yeah, you're fine. Play a different game. Ooh, these brimstone. I like this. I would ADS. I would stop moving or in an off angle.
You're a demon, bro.
He cross.
I also think the human benchmark average is skewed by the average person's PC. Like, if I do that test on my MacBook, I get like 295. I do it on my gaming PC, and I get like 200. I think the average person doing that test is doing it on their MacBook, and that's skewing the data up. These smokes are terrible. This post plan is really bad, though. We got to work on this. Why are you wiggling? You should 100% just be ADS holding this. I don't know why we're wiggling. I don't know why we drop from the angle. It doesn't make sense, Fankar. Can you make it make sense? Why do we do this right here? What purpose does this serve? Your average is unironically 400. Then your PC is unironically broken. This is a factual statement I've just made about your PC.
On me.
You should look into that.
TP back
long. He got 155 to 220 on all attempts. He's almost 70. Exactly. I guarantee you, if I had like old people do it on specifically my gaming setup, they're gonna get below 300 every time. Anybody who's scoring over 300, I actually think it's almost certainly your hardware.
No. Okay.
I think this is pretty troll. Why are you gonna peek with 2 bullets? Just dash U-haul and reload, or just reload right here because your Raze has you.
Okay, let's go.
As your control.
Switching sides.
Clean.
Just let them try to catch it.
Okay, Fankar, can you please fix these post plants? Why are you looking hookah? It's walled off.
Can someone watch my CT?
Why are you asking for them to watch your CT when you've got the perfect angle for it? Hookah is walled off, sir.
I'm playing anti-flash.
I can't.
Oh.
One long.
Just abandon it. So right now.
You hear the
Hold
you heard
these,
them knife the
double
wall. They're hookah.
Stay here.
They're gonna shoot you.
Isn't he CT? Wait.
No, he knifes the wall.
Wait, I'm dumb.
Fankar, you are like so close to being cracked as hell.
Fade A.
This is literally your problem. I can freeze frame in these post plants, and I can guarantee you're gonna do something dumb as hell. Let's see.
Can you flash elbow? Elbow.
You're so easy to predict. Man, I should be a coach. Look at that prediction. Dude, you just have to like commit to something that's high odds in the post plant instantly. You already know about many high odds plays. For some reason, you just like doubt yourself. Like I see you jumping up onto this box and holding CT, and I pog off my cord. And then for no reason, you drop down. Or you look hookah and it's walled off. And it doesn't make sense to me. Right here, we've got full sight control. We've got a man advantage. You have an operator, for God's sakes. Just go long. Check this flag real quick. They're not there. It's lit.
Be able to buy
post up on elbow and you win the round because you've got an op. And I think you know that this is good. For whatever reason, we're not making these decisions. And I think it's because this decision requires you to sort of gamble that they won't shift walk up long and kill you at this point. So we need to somehow develop a comfort to just not worry about this shit because this is so unlikely. It's not even funny. You know what I'm talking about? Like, look, this is just a free round. If you just clear long real quick and just post up elbow. And instead we do whatever the hell this is.
Can you flash elbow?
Oh. We almost lose that round. Let me watch defense. Your offense is so good, Fankar. If you just learn to take a little bit of risk in the post plants in exchange for a ton of comfort, you are going to convert the games like this 9-3 instead of 7-5. What the fuck is this? You just swung dry into 2 people?
Too long.
In there.
Bro,
Fade,
hold an off
fade
angle.
CT. Hey, garage.
You are Jet.
One
Just
enemy
hold
remaining.
Good
an
job.
off angle. What is this?
Close. Nice try.
Wants to be tens. Tens wouldn't peak this. Tens isn't this bad at the game. Tens peaks when it's good and then hits the crazy shot. If you think Tens peaks that angle right there, then you don't understand how Tens plays. And you need to go watch more Tens. He wouldn't peak that, and I know that. I've watched so much Tens.
Too long, too long.
Insanely good at the game, and he doesn't make bad decisions like that. He would fight long, though. Okay, Tens is definitely fighting long. But he's not doing it by dry swinging into 2. He's almost certainly going to prime the dash.
Try to
Hold
like
here,
work up
slight
there.
off angle. They peek
We'll-
into him,
we'll
he
go
kills,
A,
and then
and
he
just
might
get ready-
dash this
guys,
way
get
and
ready
keep
to-
fighting. Or
Yeah,
he might dash
watch
this
the
way.
sewer
I
peak
couldn't tell
and
you.
watch the
But he will
heaven,
definitely
or this long
fight
stuff.
for long. And he might,
Yeah.
he might, while he primes dash, he might very carefully take space back, okay? He might look to peek out, but he's not going to swing out and reveal all of these threats at once, which is what we just did. That's troll.
I can flash out
Don't
right
big
here.
Sage, Don't big Sage. Don't big Sage.
Relax, man.
I can flash out right here.
Water rising.
Tree long.
TP.
Yeah. Stay on it. Stay on it. Right.
Yeah, get in that. Get in that shit. Okay. Now, why aren't you holding with the sheriff
Yo, he's in our
He's
flank,
swinging.
bro.
Player standing.
in these types of scenarios? Oh, the crosshair placement is so bad.
Why
So
peek? Why?
50 here.
One enemy.
This guy just asked why you peaked.
Why
So
peek?
fi-
Why?
Killer King 06 is gonna be stuck in Ascendant forever. Duelist player, why you peak fight with Sheriff against Ghost?
Occupational hazards
You
aside,
are so dumb. That's a good PK Funkar.
I'm bad. Now
I think
peek
holding
back,
would be
they
even
won't
better
expect.
if you got out ahead of time. Can somebody tell me why both of our marshals are showers right now?
Oh, they forced.
And now they won't expect a marshal shot. Wait, no, they'll. Wait, no. Chamber could just. What the f are you doing?
I think one on.
Come on, man.
Bro's got armor. Yes! 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 Look! 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 I want to give you dopamine. Apon car. You primed dash. You got in an off angle. You held wide and you didn't move an inch. Watch
120
back.
euro.
Watch
Flank.
back and
Player
let
standing.
the serotonin
40
flow
Phoenix.
through your brain. Good play, Apon car.
Enemy remaining.
Good
Nice.
play. Good play. Yes.
Unlucky.
Good. I like that. You are so smart for that. Yes.
It's a
If you're about to swing into 3 people and your excuse is that your dash was primed, I need all the dopamine that just entered your brain to exit your brain because it has no right in being there. Let's take a look. You piece! You piece! Just because they're not here is not an excuse. They could all be right here right now. What is this? You swung into the beta blind! Deserved.
Someone go Prod with me. I'm gonna flash out.
Oh my god, you're
doors.
better. Wait. Look where you naturally ended up right now because you had to rotate off of B.
Yeah, he's going mid.
And then look at these heckin' terrible ass entry fraggers in your elo who satchel out without a splash.
Ah, what?
Yo. Why didn't we just swing that shit?
Act on my intel. Don't give them time to reposition.
you want to play?
Are they in or should they?
If y'all wanna go A,
I have a judge raise.
you
You
wanna
are
go
alone.
A.
I cannot fight.
we
Good,
gotta
good calm. Now just leave.
Fire this.
They know I'm here.
Don't worry.
Yes,
I'll keep
yes,
you
the game is this simple. Yup, just get up close. You got to judge. Perfect. Perfect.
Ah,
Beat one
sewers.
2 belong. 2 belong. He doesn't know about me.
That was pretty troll. I would have killed
Nice.
both of them. But perfect.
player standing.
Perfect. This is what you're missing, Afon card. This round is perfect, but you don't make this decision every time. Do you see what you did here?
Are they in or should
What
they
you
ult?
did is you recognized that you quite literally could not do something without it being bad. In this case, it was helping Raze fight long with a judge. You're like, I can't do that. And then you said, so I won't. And you just did something else, which was better and might not convert. You just went and tucked. That's what you're lacking in these post-plant rounds where you're walking into an elbow smoke. You have to recognize, I just can't do that. So what's the next best thing? I'll probably just hold long. This is why I was saying in the first half, I can tell that you know what the right choice is. You're just hesitant to make it for whatever reason. Like right here, you make the right choice, but I still see the hesitance. You see how you're peeking back out with the judge? You're hesitant to leave her, even though you know you can't help her because you don't like that she just died for free. But that's her problem. When you get better, you get higher elo, she'll be playing that better too.
Enemy spotted.
Should we all rotate or no?
So I'd encourage you to use Twitch if you have regional pricing from them. I would have taken that second shot. That guy had knife out.
One lamps, watch out lamps.
Twitch tier 3 equals Discord tier 3? It is.
Spike
Yes.
down. Mid.
Lamps.
Last player standing.
Okay, Funkar. You still in
Shut
chat?
down.
Give me a play right now that is very likely to convert without caring about anything else. Because I think you've got this shit in your head. You just don't do it. You know, there's one you all. You know, there's one showers. Remote lamp. That would be perfect. I'd also be down if you don't want to backseat Brim. You can just pop knives. If you pop knives and take lamps, you're winning, statistically speaking. Because the knives right click is super strong in those close range fights. Does that make sense? So the Brim ult would be good. Jet